Hey everyone, what's going on? Let's talk about midnight snacks. I actually had a request to talk about this. It was pretty funny. The person I was speaking to over the phone, as they were sharing their, you know, dilemma of fighting or curbing or improving their midnight snacks, their kid in the background was contesting that he was eating their snacks and their food. Anyways, it was pretty funny. I enjoyed the conversation, and so the topic is today about midnight snacks, and more specifically, what you know the pros and cons. For me personally, I know, as I've mentioned in some other videos, about drinking alcohol that can certainly impair your ability to make good decisions, especially towards the end of the evening. You've been drinking, you want to sponge up that alcohol, so you naturally go for sugary, fatty foods, which is really hard on the body to process through the night. If you're sober or making wise decisions, are you getting a good amount of calories before bedtime? As they say, I think 3 hours or more before bedtime is ideal to have your last meal of the day. Otherwise, what I have found that suits me well, and the studies show, is an apple and some yogurt, and I will occasionally put some honey on the yogurt, some fresh honey, and that's my snack for the evening. That works for me. They say that processed foods, breads, and more specifically fatty and sugary foods can spike your blood level. It can add extra calories and weight to you, and also cause acid reflux. Now, I'm not an expert. There's plenty of information out there. However, I remember specifically Jim Rohn, the GOAT, the original gangster of motivational speaking, who actually trained Tony Robbins, talked about his dad would have an apple or a graham cracker before bed and a glass of orange juice or apple juice. This was obviously like 50 plus years ago, we're talking. So the knowledge is out there. Is it Socrates who said, "Let thy food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food"? I think that the fresher the food that comes right from the soil, is the freshest and best for you to snack on before you go to bed, not something that's been made in a processing plant. Now, an analogy, perhaps this might help you, is imagine you're at work, okay? You've packed up your belongings, you've cleaned your desk off the top, ready for a new day the following day, and this is your stomach. So your stomach just had dinner, it's ready to process the food, it's processed the food, it's finished, it's ready to go to bed and have a restful night, because through the night, your body has to repair, renew, refresh, process. The mind is taking in all of account of what happened that day, the body's healing, and then also preparing for the following day, right? And getting you ready for that. And you have so now we move into the late night snack, and it's processed foods, it's pizza, it's fatty foods, it's chips, it's sugary candy, maybe you have some alcohol or sodas. That is like the boss sees you coming out of your office, you're done for the day, you are ready to go home, and just throws a big fat project on your desk and says, I need that done by tomorrow. And you're like, what? Are you kidding me? And you've got to now work on that through the night. And of course, how are you going to feel the following morning? Yes, you finished the project, but you're going to feel like you got the worst sleep, if you got any at all. And that's kind of what's happening with your body with given a project. You have to work all through the night on it. So the easier that you can give a little snack before bed, if need be, apples, nuts, maybe some tea, non-caffeinated tea, some yogurt. Check it out. There's a lot of information out there on what's good and what's not good for you to have before you go to bed, if you need to do that. Because again, your body uses that time during the night to rest and repair and get ready for the following day and the process the day that you just had. And by throwing a big old project, a big old meal into your body, just overloads, and it now has to work on that project instead of the original plan of helping you be ready for the following day. I hope this helps. Some of the things I do to prepare for that is I eliminate a lot of processed foods, snacks out of my house. I am the gatekeeper. I don't allow certain things. It has taken a long time to implement that, but once it was implemented, I no longer allow that stuff to come in. Sure, every now and then something will sneak by through the back door, some tortilla chips or something. But for the most part, I have this idea in my head of, it's my body, it's my temple. I feel better when I honor it, when I give it better foods and good foods. And I also have Jim Rohn and his story in the back of my mind. And I have made it happen. All right. Thanks for the suggestion of the topic, and I wish you all well. You have one life. You get to choose how you want to live it. You get to choose how you want to respond to the outer world. And you have the free choice to decide what you feed yourself.